Salute. Shalom. Bless you all. This be a slightly different type of video for me. I may ramble on a bit, This is something that is not scripted. I just kind of want to speak my mind and what's going on inside the mind. I got the book open, the scriptures, and the book that I've been reading is Husha, aka Hosea. And this book is about whoredom. It's really telling about, what the Most High sees with his children, Yasharel, Israel, for those who may not understand that I'm speaking from what I read, Yasharel. But anyway, the Most High, unfortunately, in this book, he sees his people as being whores, and just how much he despises whoredoms. Not just a woman, but men and women, being whores. But just how big a deal it is with the Most High to be unfaithful to him. One of the things me and my brothers in the faith, that is, we speak about a lot is that we are made in the image of Yah. And we're being made in the image of Yah. He put in us the feeling that he has when our woman, our wife, goes whoring away from us. And it's a very hurtful thing. But he gave us that feeling, I believe, so that we can understand the pain that he has gone through. A Mashiach being upon that stake was sacrificed, even knowing that we were still going to be out here in sin. We were still going to be out here committing whoredom. That's painful, that's real pain that our King has gone through and is going through. So us men, It's a reason why in the book of Numbers, there's a part in there, pretty much the whole chapter, that speaks upon jealousy, a man's jealousy towards his wife, towards his woman, and having that innate feeling, having the ability to discern if our woman has gone astray. And God forbid that it's true that she has gone away. Nevertheless, he put that ability within us, just like in the book of Hosea. He actually told the prophet to go and marry a whore. And I believe it was for the prophet to understand what he is going through, and the pain that he's going through and feeling, because his people have gone a-whoring from him. It's throughout the book. And even with him marrying her, nevertheless, she still went astray. She still didn't honor the marriage. Now I think this is where my digressing starts. A lot of people have their reasoning of why men and women don't seem to get along these days. And I have my own reasoning why I believe it's that way. My reasoning is a little different than everybody else's. And the reason I think men and women are having so many issues is because of the whoring. I know for myself, being in whoredom, experiencing being whored upon, meaning women that I've dealt with straying from me and dealing with other men, basically lying and being lied to, and I think that a lot of us, one second. And I think a lot of us, especially these days, are going through that. And, just...
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Are you watching TV in there?
No, sir.
Oh, were you?
I was, but I'm...
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to put on the pit.
Oh, no, you good. That's no problem. No
Have
problem.
you watched that at all?
I have not.
Oh, my
I have
God.
not.
You wouldn't believe how good it is. I'm serious.
Okay, all right.
When you're done, I'll...
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem.
Oh,
All
my
right.
God.
All right, AC. Sorry about that. But I think a lot of us have gone through that, and because we have gone through that, there's so many underlying scars. And bringing it back to myself, I do have trust issues, not just with women, but with men also. I don't trust women, and I don't trust men. And I think a lot of people may be like that. I don't want to put on someone what I'm going through or where my trauma is, you know. But I do think that that's the reason why men and women aren't coming together as we should. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. It's because we've shared too many other people. We are literally recycling each other out here. Is my view of this. We are literally just being a revolving door, you know. It's sad in my opinion. You know, so many people report how, you know, men and women just, you know, knowing that their person, the person that they're dealing with at a certain time, is dealing with someone else, and they know it, you know. And so I'm not saying it or not confronting the person they're in a relationship with. So much sneaking and things of the sort going on, you know, social media with all of the different ways to be able to get in touch with people, and then these phones and these devices, you know, you're able to hide a lot, conceal a lot. So people have trust issues, you know. But I truly believe that it has gotten so bad, you know, that it's gotten so bad with people, so many people being with the same person. You know, it's like, for instance, I'm sitting in a room, and we're not even gonna go into body count, but just say, for instance, I could be sitting in a room with, let's say, I'm looking at, it's a chair next to me, it's two chairs across from me right now, and I'm with someone, or, you know, the guy next to me is with someone, and this guy's woman walks in, and me and two other strangers could look at her, and we've been with her, but we're not with her. He's with her now. And vice versa, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, like I said, I'm not about to make this, I'm not going to make this about one specific, you know, this is about men and women, you know, with the caveat, it is definitely different. We are definitely different. Men and women are different, especially when it comes to sex. I didn't make this. I didn't make up the rules. Take your complaints to the chief. Take them to the Most High, But getting back to it, if 4 men are sitting in a room and one man's woman comes in the room, but all 4 of the men have been with her, and say, for instance, the man doesn't know it, that's a hell of a thing when you think about it, you know what I'm saying? But we don't think like that, And it's, how you doing, Chick? What's going on? But yeah, that's a whole different ball game, it's a sad thing, but like I say, when the Most High reveals himself to you, and you can read this book, and you can see that it should not be like that. It was never set up like this. We are truly in a fallen world, and it's hurtful. I know when I was gifted and showed so much mercy, when the Most High revealed himself to me, and not only that, he granted me the ability to understand what I'm reading, and I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm an expert on this book. I'm still asking for knowledge and understanding. But the little bit that I have, I can see that I was totally in the wrong when I was whoring out here. And it might sound strange that a man is saying he's whoring out here. Nevertheless, it's true, because although I'm a man, I'm supposed to show some type of discipline with myself, with my body. Yes, polygyny is allowed. That means one man having multiple women. But the thing about that is, it's not about having multiple women that I can just go into and disregard. That's not it. If I'm going into a woman, I'm supposed to protect and provide for that woman as well. Totally different from whoring. And when I was granted access to this understanding, I immediately knew that what I had been doing out here needed to be cut off. With that being said, once the cutoff happened, and then I look around, and I'm truly wishing that a lot of people knew these things. And I'm going to tell you like this. What I see is that the Most High is definitely moving, because a lot of people are coming to this understanding. Hallelujah. But nevertheless, you still see so many people out here doing certain things, and you're looking at them like, you just hope that Yah has mercy on them. Seriously, but it's hard being in a relationship and seeing how these things is playing out and still having the scars from the past and when you've been through certain things, when your eyes have seen certain things, such as mine, and you can look across at a person you're in a relationship with, and you've seen certain things from them, it's just hard, it really is. Men have, I know I do, an issue with the whole male friendship thing. I think it's bullshit, just like a lot of other men. Even some women are coming out and speaking that truth. That male friendship, it's bullshit. To me, it is. And dealing with the certain things that I've dealt with, I don't trust it at all. And that's part of the reason why I do have an issue, because like I say, what I see, what I see in the world, what I read in this book, and so the position that I'm in now, I already know that most women out here have a roster of men they can talk to, and it's something I can't deal with. With that being said, that's where I have to clear up in my mind is the fact that my relationship with Yah has to come first and foremost. I'm gonna say this as well. Having many sexual partners is such a detriment to life for men and women. And I hate to admit this, but the first man that a woman has sex with and the next man she gets with, brother, that's not your woman. It's an unfortunate truth. It really is. That's not your woman, man. And people think that when they get married through the state with a contract that they are married. But you going down the aisle with someone that has already given themselves to someone else. Just like the example with 4 men in a room, and they've all been with the same woman that you walking down the aisle with. How is that your woman? When no matter if it's me in that hot seat, another man in that hot seat, if we are, let's just say for instance, they don't do a ceremonial wedding, but they in the courthouse and we're sitting in the courtroom and we don't know each other, but these people are getting married. and 3 men is sitting in the courtroom that's been with who you call your woman, and we can all look at her and be like, I done seen everything she got. I done been where he's been. How is that your woman? We've all had her. And part of that problem is because she's had those relations, it's nothing for her to call it off with you and move on to another man. And that's what I mean by people think that this whole divorce thing, man, we've been divorcing each other every time you get with someone, you have sexual relations with them, and then y'all split apart, divorce. We've been groomed to divorce each other through the sexual act that we do not take serious. And it's unfortunate. And you will only know this unless the Most High has mercy upon you to show you these things. Now, what I'm saying, people could be like, man, this is some bullshit. Hey, think what you want. I'm telling you what my understanding is. You can disagree. Hey, leave comments disagreeing and telling me something wrong with me and whatnot. But hey, it ain't gonna change my mind. Now, does that mean that if the Most High is working on you both, I'm talking about male and female, man and woman, that y'all can't come together? No, that's not what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, though. The Most High has to be involved for you both to understand that you are wrong being out here giving yourself to different people. And being able to overcome those things and to build a unity and to realize, okay, now, if I break up with this person, divorce, then I'm not doing nothing but perpetuating the cycle of being a whore. Period. Just like that. You know, sneaking, talking to your friends, you know, stepping outside and going to see your friends and, you know, doing all of the sneaky things that people do out here. You know, social media is a bitch for the DMs and all of the private messages and all that kind of stuff. And then you got apps on your phones and devices where you can hide things and put things away and all that kind of stuff. Hey, man, you're not hiding shit from the Most High. And the fact that you don't know the Most High does not exclude you from damnation. Does not exclude you from Judgment Day. It just doesn't. But like I said, that's where I think the break is between man and women. It's because we've been involved in whoredom for so long throughout these years. I'm talking about centuries. That all of these iniquities, all this lawlessness, it has to reach the heights of heaven. And once it does, that's when the Most High is going to crack that sky. And it's going to be time for you to stand in the judgment in answer to all the lies you've given. And to give account for why you was busting it wide open and why you was slanging it all over the place. I'm not going to use that word, but I'm actually, when it comes to relationships, I am really deterred. Because I can only speak from a man's position. But for me, too many women got too many lies behind them and too many friends, so-called friends, and people that have access to them through social media. I'm just like, I don't trust you. And then I don't trust the men because the men don't give a shit. You know, I heard a woman say, shit, how did it go? Basically, she was saying like, you know, like the whole thing about, you know, hitting the wall and women having multiple baby daddies or just having a child. You know, woman said that don't stop nothing for me. You know, because the men still shoot their shot. My thing is this: are they shooting their shot to get in your pants, or are they shooting their shot to truly take care of you? But even that don't mean nothing no more. You know, women are sexually liberated in these days and times. Sexually liberated and also reckless. The birth control thing was to actually, it's actually satanic. Because satanic may be a strong word, but it gave women the freedom to not be accountable for actions. You know, and I ain't gonna get no further off into that, but yeah, I don't know. I just think relationships out here now is cooked. Now, if you find somebody that is A1 with you, even with their problems, because it's gonna be problems, you need to stick with them. You know, if they are truly, if they don't have, you know, their male friends and all of the bullshit that comes behind all that, you know, then do your best to try to work that out, you know, because ain't nothing out here. I don't see nothing out here. It's really sad out here. You know, the STDs and the children out of wedlock, the sons and daughters who don't live with their father and mother and not being in a true family unit. It's a sad thing, man. I don't believe in co-parenting, but nevertheless, if you are in that situation, you got to do what you got to do. You know, I think it's more women that accept co-parenting than men. I believe it. I truly believe it. I think more women are so easily accepting of co-parenting than men are. And once again, I attribute that to being made in the image of Yah. You know, Anybody that's viewing this, that views this video, I would encourage you to read the book of Hosea. It's heavy. It really is. And you men, go to Numbers, the book of Numbers, and go to chapter 5, and read about the jealousy of a man. It ain't nothing but the Most High. And Hosea is just the Most High wanted this prophet to understand what he goes through when his wife, Yasharel, left him for another man. Yeah. You gotta get your relationship together with the Most High, because that's true. He's truly the one that's going to put the right things in front of you, and lean not on your own understanding. Sad times we living in right now. Everybody's out for self-pleasure. It seems to be that people are only worried about what they can get out of another person. And they go on about their business. But yeah, just a quick, not a quick video, but just something on the mind. Yeah. Check this out real quick, and then I'm out of here. Hosea, chapter 1, verse 2. The beginning of the word of Yah by Hosea. And Yahuwah said to Hosea, Yah said to Hosea, go, take unto you a woman of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land has committed great whoredom, departing from Yah. We got away from the Most High through whoredom. Going astray from the husband. We just think sex is a game. Sex is not a game, man. Worshipping of others is not a game. Idolizing is not a game. It has plummeted this earth into the depths of hell. Just like Adam and Kawhi in the garden. Who was deceived? Bless y'all. Shalom.